Welcome to the April 14th business meeting of Plymouth Township Council. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, is there any public comment about the agenda itself? All right, hearing none, we will move on to announcements. Council held an executive session on April 7th, 2025, and we will be holding an executive session this evening after this meeting, April 14, 2025. Sorry, everything is on the computer, and for some reason...
You want it in paper?
No, I don't have, nope. Here we go. I have the agenda. All right. First action item is a motion to be read by Ms. Leonard. Oh, no, yes.
I move that Township Council adopt Resolution 2025-21 recognizing Dr. Paulette Jones for service on the Civil Service Commission per the attachment.
We have a motion by Ms. Leonard. Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion, or would you like to read the resolution, Ms. Leonard? Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Resolution 2025-21 awarded to Dr. Paulette Jones by Plymouth Township Council in grateful recognition of her generous and outstanding service and contributions rendered as a member of the Civil Service Commission. Dr. Paulette Jones served Plymouth Township with commitment and dedication by volunteering her time to the Civil Service Commission during the period extending from April 2020 through February 2025. Now therefore be it resolved that Plymouth Township Council hereby expresses its appreciation to Dr. Paulette Jones. Be it further resolved that this resolution be entered in the official minutes of Plymouth Township and that a copy of this resolution be publicly tendered to Dr. Paulette Jones, presented and adopted at a duly convened meeting of Plymouth Township conducted on this 14th day of April 2025.
Thank you. Any comments by members of council?
I would just add that I am always appreciative when our good residents step up to serve the township. I want to say thank you.
I would like to add to that Dr. Jones, you give so much of yourself to our community, and I really appreciate your years on the Civil Service Commission. Chief, would you like to say anything?
Yes, I would. Thank you. Dr. Jones has been a fixture on the Civil Service Commission for over 7 years. She's been both a progressive voice for diversity, inclusion, and transparency, as well as an ardent supporter of the police department's endeavor to further advance our footprint as a leading public safety agency in Pennsylvania. I have come to rely on Dr. Jones' guidance, wisdom, and passionate determination to safeguard Plymouth Township's standing as a welcoming and accepting community. While Dr. Jones is stepping down from the Civil Service Commission, she will remain an inspiration to all of us in public service, and I will continue to lean on her for direction and counsel. Thank you, Paulette, for all that you've done for Plymouth Township and for all the challenges that we have yet to conquer together. The best is yet to come. Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
I would just like to say, well, I've never felt more safe. And like the chief said, I don't know about the rest of the township, but I'm feeling pretty safe. And I am grateful for the experience, very appreciative to be able to serve Plymouth Township. I've lived here for over 30 years, it seems, well, yes, over 30 years. And when I became a part of the Civil Service Commission, one, I was honored to be asked, and I got to see some very close-up things that, as officers, you are just really in a great space. You have great leadership with the chief and the lieutenant, what they do to make a difference in this township, to make sure that you guys have everything that you need, all the training that you need. You are in a really excellent, excellent police department, and there are many, many who wish they had your spaces. But I just, it's been a long time, and actually it's been before 2020, but I just appreciate each and every one of you. Sometimes you'll see somebody wave and beep, and you'll say, who is that? That could have been me. And just because I just see the officers going through doing what they need to do, and I appreciate everything you do for our township. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. So any other comments?
Can I get a picture with these times?
Oh, yeah, we'll take pictures after. We have to vote on the resolution. We'll absolutely have photography opportunity for you. All right, so if there are no further comments, I'll take a roll call vote. Mr. Whitney?
In favor.
Ms. Vizio?
In favor.
Ms. Leonard?
In favor.
Mr. Nelson?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor. All right, thank you, and we'd like to present the resolution.
You can look at her, right? Whatever you want to do, it's fine. I don't know if you have eye contact.
We are good. We are good. Yes, absolutely. One more, and then we would like the officers. We'll probably line up in the front. Would that be easier? All of you. Squeeze as many as I can. And I'll move out of the way in a minute.
Yeah, Jeff, why don't you come up here?
Okay. I think I can squeeze everybody. All right, ready? Got it. Thank you.
But thank you, thank you, thank you.
It was raining, and all of a sudden we came to the back door, and all got the back door, and the phone was just like sitting there huddled up.
Thank you, everybody, and if anybody else would like to leave, it's fine, but of course, we always welcome you to stay for the whole meeting.
We want to hear about traffic.
Yeah, there won't be a lot, oh, yeah, wait till the traffic clears in the parking lot. Okay, I would like to move that Township Council approve the meeting minutes of the March 3rd, 2025 workshop meeting and the March 10th, 2025 business meeting. Is there a second?
Seconded.
Second by Mr. Nelson. Any comments from anybody? Our minutes are now posted on the website. So if you want to see anything that we're talking about tonight, they're posted on Friday, at some point on Friday, sometimes earlier, and then they're available before you come. So with no comments, I'd like to take a roll call vote. Mr. Nelson?
In favor.
Ms. Leonard?
In favor.
Ms. Vizio?
In favor.
Mr. Whitney?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor.
I just wanted to clarify that the minutes aren't posted until after adopted by council.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry, y'all.
But the meeting packet, the thing that we're doing next, is posted to the website.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion.
All right. We're all getting used to this, doing it digitally, which saves a lot of trees, and I am always in favor of that. All right, next, I move that Township Council approve the March 2025 departmental reports and schedule of bills. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Whitney. Any questions or comments? And those reports and bills, which used to be on the front table, are now on the website. Got that right? Okay. We'll take a roll call vote. Mr. Whitney?
In favor.
Ms. Vizio?
In favor.
Ms. Leonard?
In favor.
Mr. Nelson?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor. All right, next on the agenda, action items, is a motion to approve a project change order by Mr. Nelson.
Yes, I move that Township Council approve the municipal building renovation project change orders for Wind Gap Electrical. That's one change order, number 111099, in the amount of $1,644.11. And the next change order is change order number 111100, in the amount of $11,906.48.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Vizio. Any comment from council? Questions or comments from the audience? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call vote. Mr. Nelson?
In favor.
Ms. Leonard?
In favor.
Ms. Vizio?
In favor.
Mr. Whitney?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor. Is by Mr. Whitney.
I move that Township Council accept the bid of Lenny Electric Corporation in the total amount of $123,201 for the pedestrian signal at New Elm and Light Streets, and authorize the issuance of a notice of intent to award, subject to confirmation that the contractor satisfies all requirements specified therein.
Thank you, Mr. Whitney. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Leonard. Any comments or questions from council?
I do just want to note that when we had our budget meetings back in the fall, that we budgeted $75,000 for this, but we did discuss it with our finance director that we should be okay to be able to still be able to do the project. So I think we should go forward with it. I know they've been looking forward to having something down there. So even though it's over what we budgeted, I think we should be good.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Whitney. Thanks for explaining that process. Any comments from members of the audience?
Question.
Yes, Ms. Jones,
One
Dr.
traffic-
Jones.
One traffic light costs $100,000.
Well, this is more than just a traffic light. It is a crosswalk. And it is a signaled crosswalk that will have push buttons for pedestrians. This crosswalk is at a very busy section of where Conshohocken Road keeps changing its name to Elm, New Elm, and gets into Conchie. And there's a school bus stop there. So this will allow children who are getting on and off the bus from the opposite side of the street to be able to do so safely. So they're painting it with that special crosswalk paint. There'll be those kinds of lights that kind of flash and caution people as they're approaching. And the kids and their parents or any pedestrian can push the button and safely get across the road. There are a number of elderly residents in that area. It takes them quite a bit of time to cross the road. There have been some pedestrian accidents there by speeding vehicles. So this is more, it's not a traffic light, it's a whole crosswalk ensemble.
spent then.
Thank you, Dr.
I
Jones.
do have a question too. So
Yes.
does it also have the option for hearing impaired where it yells, walk, walk, or don't walk? Is that included with this crosswalk?
It would be an image.
No, no.
Hearing.
Can you both identify yourself for the minute?
Oh, I'm
My
sorry.
name is William Winchester. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you need my address?
You're a township resident?
Yes, I am.
That's all we need.
All right. So, yeah, that's all I was wondering. Sorry.
Okay,
I've seen it in the city sometimes where it will talk to you as well, just in case you have someone. who's
I don't know if it's a
visually
talking.
impaired. I didn't-
Yeah. It's not an actual stop light, so there isn't that sort of thing where it says walk, 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 and then, countdown. So it's not a traffic light, it's a crosswalk that has a signal to flash lights, and pedestrians control that.
I was wondering, especially
Yeah.
since it's a new one, I didn't know if it was spec'd out in part of the,
Yes, we were not able to get stop signs or it's a state road, and we had approached the state, the Commonwealth, and we were not able to get a stop sign at that intersection, but we were, especially because of the school bus stop, we were able to get a crosswalk.
I do not believe it has it in it, and that would be my answer. I'm going to verify, I'm going to look at the bid documents, because that's a good question. And if I find that it does include it, I'll connect with you and let you know.
I appreciate it.
And also, it does include brand-new ADA curb ramps, and so there's going to be a significant amount of excavation
Yes,
at
right.
this location, as well as there's an exterminator property on the one corner, and he's actually going to be working with the township to redo his property as well at his cost at the same time.
So that the sidewalk will be all in continuous and all look the same. But yes, there will be the ADA ramps also, which will help not only people with walkers and wheelchairs, but a fair number of people with baby strollers and grocery carts. So it'll help everybody there. So it's quite a construction.
One other question.
Yes, Dr. Jones?
So it's a state road, correct? Is that
Yes.
correct? So is the state helping to pay, or we get to pay it all?
No, what they do is they give permission and make us pay for the permits to get that permission. So unfortunately,
We'll have to talk to our state rep.
I think we know who he is. He's very responsive, too. All right.
I would like to thank the council.
Okay, can you just state your name?
My name is Artis Lukens.
Lives in Plymouth.
Lives in Plymouth, lives in Cunnytown, very close to that intersection. I'd just like to thank council for all their hard work and putting up with us for the past 2 years, our relentlessness for the past 2 years on this. We'll find something else, but, for right now.
All right. With that promise, let's move on to our next item. We're done with our action items. We're moving on
Wait,
to...
did we vote?
Oh, we'd have to vote. Thank you, Mr. Whitney. All right, all comments being concluded, we'll take a roll call vote. Mr. Whitney?
In favor.
Ms. Vizio?
In favor.
Ms. Leonard?
In favor.
Mr. Nelson?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor. I'm not used to so much discussion on emotions, which was all good discussion. All right, so now we can move on to our information items. And our first information item is by Ms. Vizio.
So we wanted to announce that we have coming up a traffic calming town hall. In response to numerous requests, concerns, questions that we've gotten from residents, particularly about speeding in their neighborhoods and cut-through traffic. This is something as a council that we wanted to address in conjunction with Chief Merciades and our police department. So before I bury the lead, the town hall is Wednesday, April 30th, from 6 to 8 here, and we welcome all residents, all community members to join us. We really have 3 parts to the conversation we'd like to explore that night. The first is sort of an educational piece where we want to talk about what the different traffic calming strategies and possibilities are for the township in different neighborhoods. We also want to share what our process will be for, first of all, just being proactive and looking at where we find and see issues. And the chief will be able to tell us a little bit about a software package that he has, which will be incredible for this work. But we'll be able to do things proactively, and then we also want to be responsive and reactive when a neighbor or neighborhood comes to us and says, we think we have a problem in our area. So we'd also like to talk about what that process will look like. And then we want to open it up for feedback and conversation so that you're not just listening to what we're thinking, but we have a chance to engage with everyone around some of the possibilities, hear some of your ideas, concerns, and comments. So a three-part conversation. We're very excited and eager to have this. We know it's been on a lot of residents' minds, and hopefully people can join us. It'll also be live streamed, so if you cannot be here physically, but you'd like to watch it, you can do that either in the moment, live streamed, or you can watch the recording later. But one caution would be if you have questions, if you want to voice an opinion, you cannot do that on the live stream system. You'd have to be physically present. So if you have a lot of things to share, questions or comments, join us in the room if you can. And if not, we're always available for a resident to reach out to us and ask a question after the fact. Chief, did you have anything you wanted to add on the traffic calming town hall?
Just to add to that, knowing that this has been an issue with residents, council, the police department, traffic calming in general, traffic safety concerns, I just wanted the public to know that we have stepped up our efforts, and with our data gathering, I can tell you that the first quarter of 2025 in comparison to the first quarter of 2024, we've had an 832% increase in our traffic details, and in that same first quarter of 2024 to 2025, we've had a 123% increase in our traffic stops. So as part of this whole conversation, we're also trying to do our bit to help with the traffic calming efforts. So I just wanted to pass that along. Otherwise, we're anxious to talk about this new platform that we have, and we've already prepared some good things to show people that how much more we can do. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. Really appreciate these proactive efforts. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we feel really strongly about our partnership with the police department, as well as our township, our traffic engineer, our township manager. I mean, this has really been sort of a full team effort to make this happen. Dr. Jones?
Are there a few streets that you hear that concern over more than others, like maybe the top couple? What are they?
Conshohocken Road, Jolly Road. There are probably streets through the valley. I'm sure that Kristen.
Woodbrook, Sheffield Drive, yeah,
Butler.
Butler.
Butler, Germantown Pike is congestion and speeding. Narcissa Road.
Sierra.
That's why we opened this up to the whole township. There's not just one neighborhood that is concerned, but many neighborhoods. And maybe some that we as council members haven't heard from. So we welcome everybody to come that night. And those who cannot, but really want to contribute or ask for additional help in their area, of course, can always reach out after the town hall, or even now, to our township manager or any council member by email or phone. Email is usually better because we can really make sure we have the answers when we get back to you.
Thank you.
And the chief will be and the police department will be an integral part of this. They have some really good proactive new methods that they're going to share with us at that town hall. Go ahead.
So we also wanted to announce a second town hall because we feel really strongly about the opportunity to be face-to-face with residents and put information out, not just in a way that's one way, but in two way. We like having conversations, as does our police chief and police department. So there's a second town hall scheduled for May 17th, which will be a chance for the chief to talk about the 2024 year in review for the police department and sort of the look-ahead plan for 2025 and beyond. So, Chief, if you'd like to elaborate on that, I'll just say it's May 17th from 11 to 1, and that will take place at the community center. But I'll let the chief talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, just expanding on what Councilwoman Vicio said, we're going to give a comprehensive look of the past year, a look ahead of some of the new programs that we have. And I think most importantly, we want an interactive meeting. So we're pretty much open to any questions. I'm actually going to reach out to quite a few of the community groups that we deal with to let them know that we would appreciate their presence there and we would appreciate their questions. And there's really no questions that are off bounds. I mean, we are very transparent. We look forward to, an interactive meeting. And if there's any in-depth questions, I would welcome anyone to email me beforehand or call so that I could prepare information so that you don't have to wait for an answer. So I hope that everybody comes to this. We're going to show a lot, but I'd also like to be able to answer the community's questions or concerns.
Matt, I don't know if you can answer this. Have we thought about recording that? I know that's at the community center, which the technology is not the same as what we have here, but have we talked a lot about recording it?
We have not, but we will put our heads together and see if we can make that happen.
Thank you.
I'm getting the thumbs up from Brandon, so I think we'll be able to do that. We're going to collaborate.
Our IT expert in the back.
Thanks, Chief.
And we have done that for workshops that we've had there with the police, so it is possible.
We know we can do the audio recording because when the township renovation was going on, our meetings were audio recorded at the community center. So it would be nice to be able to post it later and have those who can't attend hear everything that our police department and others are doing to help our community. So thank you, Matt and Brandon, for looking into this for us. Okay. Next informational item is citizen board vacancies. I'm not sure. Residents wishing to serve on the following citizen boards are asked to submit their resume or a letter expressing their interest to the township manager at 700 Belvoir Road, Plymouth Meeting, PA 19462, or by email at mwest@plymouthtownship.org. The following citizen board positions are currently open. Property Maintenance Code Appeals Board has 3 positions open, and the Human Relations Commission has 1 position open. Announcement of our upcoming zoning hearings will be done by Mr. Nelson.
Zoning Hearing Board of Plymouth Township will hold a public hearing on Monday, April 21st, 2025, commencing at 7 p.m. in the Plymouth Township Building, 700 Belvoir Road, Plymouth Meeting, PA 19462, on the following applications. We have an application from Lee Kuok for a variance from Plymouth Township Zoning Ordinance Number 342, as amended, Article 19, Section 1909.e. The variance requested is to install a 6-foot fence in front yard setback. Property is located at 101 Hilltop Road in a B residential zoning district. The second thing they'll be hearing at the zoning hearing meeting is from Michael Andrew on an application for variance from Plymouth Township Zoning Ordinance Number 342, as amended, Article 19, Section 1909.e. The variance requested is to install a 54-inch aluminum fence in a front yard setback. The property is located at 123 Scarlet Drive in a B residential zoning district. Any citizen of Plymouth Township or interested party may attend the public hearing and have an opportunity to be heard.
Thank you. And our next announcement comes from Ms. Vicio on Parks and Recreation.
Let's see, Park and Recreation, upcoming events. We have 3 personal training sessions with annual pass purchase, which is ongoing. We also have the EPZ Plymouth Township Jaguar at the community center, which is an ongoing opportunity. Don't miss the Jaguar. We also have the Montgomery County Senior Games from Monday, May 5th to Monday, Friday, May 9th. And that's something you have to register for. There's the GPCC Health Fair, Roxborough School of Nursing on Friday the 2nd. We have the Grind and Shine Pickleball Tournament on May 3rd. We also have Star Wars Night on Friday, May 9th, also May 2nd. I'm thinking that's May 9th. We have Summer Day Camp, 1-week specialty camps. Registration's open for those now. We have Plymouth Township Day coming up on Saturday, May 31st. That's always a great event, not to miss. We have our very first Pride Flag raising in Plymouth Township. While we have raised the flag in the past, we've never done a celebration around it. That's something that will take place this year on Monday, June 2nd at 8:30 a.m. at the community center. We also had a community yard sale along with Brookhaven Township on Saturday, June 14th. We're asking you to save the night for National Night Out, another wonderful township event, Tuesday, August 5th. Let's see. And if anyone's interested in sponsoring either National Night Out or our summer programs or Plymouth Township Day, sponsorship opportunities are available. If anyone's interested in the brochure, they can look at our website, social media, or by calling 610-277-4312.
Thank you.
Our final informational item is the Coneytown update by Ms. Leonard.
Okay, so we're going back in time a little bit here because we have some updates from March, but 3/14, Carroll Engineering posted the project bid to Penn Bid with an opening date scheduled for 3/31. 3/31, that was the bid opening date, and then Carroll Engineering forwarded the bid tabulation to the township and recommended the township consider awarding the project to the lowest qualified bidder in the amount of $123,201. And the bid tabulation will be discussed at the April 7th council workshop meeting. And then on 4/7, council reviewed the bid tabulation for the project and will be considering taking action to approve the bid at the April 14th council business meeting. We did approve that tonight. And then another update is the guide rail. Once again, we emailed them, or we contacted them on the 9th. Carroll Engineering emailed PennDOT for a status update on the guide rail installation, and we're still waiting to hear back from them. And then we also have the town hall scheduled on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, from 6 to 8 that Lynn went over in detail. And then this update was posted to the township website on April 9th. That is all of the updates.
Thank you, Ms. Leonard. At this time, is there any audience participation? Anyone want to come up and make any additional comments, questions to pose to council about anything? All right. Hearing nothing, we will now adjourn the meeting. What, I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
There were a few items that I just would like to make public.
Oh,
things
I'm
that we
sorry.
do on a monthly basis.
Yes,
That's
Chief,
okay.
please come forward.
All right, thank you. In addition to some of the other items that we had already mentioned, I just wanted our residents to know that when we were in need of more resources and council worked with us to make that happen, I wanted everyone to know what we were able to do with those resources. So for the month of March, we conducted 151 directed patrols. That's something that we didn't have the resources to do before, where we specifically targeted our shopping districts, our parks and businesses, and a lot of our residents who are away on vacation who give us notices. So this is something in addition, because we had the extra people. It makes it a safer environment. Hopefully it acts as a deterrent. And I just wanted you to know monthly how we're doing with that. So I think that's considerable. I also wanted everyone to know that our Crime Watch platform, which is something that we've had on our Facebook for a while, we will be adding very shortly, hopefully by the end of this week, I have another meeting tomorrow, crime mapping, which is something that residents will be able to access and they can look at their own areas, they can look at the township as a whole to get an idea of the types of incidents that are happening. It's a nice, transparent way of knowing what's going on in their community, and I think, again, it promotes safety. I wanted to also report on our co-responder program. I think this is interesting that we've only had it for 21 days in the month of March, because that's when we started it. And in that 21 days, we had 41 social service follow-ups, and it's been very popular. People have even called their own townships and said, how come you don't have this service? So it's been a great thing. I'm looking forward to next month when we have a whole month's worth of data to show. And this is with a co-responder only working part-time, 24 hours a week. So I think it's a very good start. One of the other programs we've started is Cops Guarding Stops, where we target bus stops twice a month. And we've continued to do that, and we have cited any violators that we've noted. And finally, our community policing officer has put together an anti-bullying program that they forwarded to the Colonial Middle School for review. We're trying to get together with them to actually put a program together. So, again, just wanted to keep council and the residents advised of that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. Yes, Dr. Jones?
Chief, what's the code responder?
I have to talk into the mic over here. I'm getting a lot of exercise tonight. The co-responder program is we got a social services civilian to help us, somebody who has their degree, master's degree in social services, psychology, to help work on the areas that the police are not as adept of doing. So to use as an example, which we were actually very impressed by, was a call that we go to fairly often, where there was somebody who was a shut-in, who had fallen, they couldn't get up, and we routinely go out and we help those people get back up, and for the most part, that's all that we're able to do or prepared to do. Well, in this case, the co-responder followed up with that person, found out what needs that she had. She's, by herself, she's lonely, she's out of work. And she's been working with her for all the additional problems that she had, things that unfortunately either we're not qualified to do or we don't have the time to do, but she put quite a lot of effort into something that, quite honestly, it didn't even register for us that was an issue. We went there and helped the person for what they want. They thanked us profusely and sent us on their way. But there were other problems. And this person knew what to look for, to call, and she's done that for the smallest calls, childcare, people, that have to trade off kids if they're, separated. I can't tell you how many instances. So it's been very successful.
That's awesome, and that's why I give this department so many accolades. They do that extra.
Yes, and special gratitude to our chief for putting this forth to council, to have a social worker part-time to work with our police officers. We don't send the civilian out. She's a co-responder. She goes out with officers, but she can follow up and do so much more. And this is just another one of the proactive programs that, thanks to our chief, our township is now able to offer. And he finds these things, and we're just so grateful, Chief, seriously.
Thank you.
And I think everybody in the audience today knows our chief and
Everybody.
appreciate what he does for us.
All 5 of us.
I brought them along, you don't know.
Yeah, I think you did.
I have one other question.
Of course.
I know you don't want me to come back. I keep your meetings long. But the citizen board vacancies,
Yes.
is there any other requirement other than being a township resident?
Only for some of the citizen boards. There are some where, I think like building code board, you have to be a contractor or be somehow in the building trades, but most of them you just need to be a resident, that's all. And we welcome anybody. So if your daughter or anybody like that, but she does so much already. We're not letting her off Parks and Recreation, let me tell you. She did Black History Day and it was unbelievable. As you know, you were there too. So, but, yes.
One of the things I would just add, in terms of the citizen boards, while we welcome anyone, if someone has like an interest, like they're interested in environmental issues, like the EAB, Environmental Advisory Board is a great place to go. So it's not a requirement, you don't have to have any deep knowledge of that topic. If you do, that's even better. But if it's something that's of interest to you, a place where you'd like to learn more, a place where you'd like to start giving back to the community, I mean, that's sort of a perfect fit. And there are a number of boards like that. If it's an area of interest, a passion, jump in.
All of those board meetings are open to the public, so even if you're not on a board, but you're particularly interested in what they're doing, you can go to their meetings, you can, ask questions, you can learn what they're looking into, that they will eventually possibly bring to council.
Thank you.
All great questions tonight, Dr. Jones. I'm glad you were here. Anything else from anybody? All right. Anything else from council or anyone? Our meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all.